Greetings, dwarves and migrants. Welcome back to Cattenvîr. It is nearing the end of year 127. It is currently midwinter, and along with that, it is high time for the second of our annual Meet the Dwarves episodes. Well, I say episode, but given that since the last episode, an enormous amount of dwarves have actually joined our budding young village, this Meet the Dwarves will be split over several parts. Now, in this first part, to get it out of the way, because there are going to be some people who are only really interested in seeing what the fort looks like in Stonesense, I'm going to have the Stonesense snapshot happen first. I'm then going to follow that up with a review of the dwarves that we've already met. So I'm not going to be looking at their descriptions, I'm just going to be checking out their relationships, seeing how they've developed in the fort, what friends they've made, what grudges they've created, who's taken who as a lover, who's had who as a child. And at the end of that, I'll also have a quick look at the children in our fort. There are a few now, so it's high time that we actually found out what they're like, what kind of personalities are developing, how much they're being allowed to drink or not drink by their parents, and obviously whether they've made any friends. Probably not, but who knows. For convenience sake, I will be naming which dwarves we're going to be meeting in each episode, so that if you're specifically looking to find out about your own dwarf, or rather your namesake, then you can skip an episode if that isn't one in which we meet you. So, in this episode, we are going to be reviewing Aavak, Plump Helmet, Evelyn, Flying Staplers, Revocane, Medisapia, Sheelab, Texfer, Para, Millionfowl, Etnar, Rock, Samscale, Spartan, and Blood Alchemy. We will also be meeting for the first time the children Parafowl, Samtan, Rocknar, Texami, and Ingthar. Well, another year, and this time we've actually got something to show for it, or at least I think so. This is the outside of Cattenvîr, as I'm sure you are quite familiar at this point, since this is most of what you saw last time I showed anything up on Stonesense, but there are quite a lot of things to see once we get to the actual stuff inside. On the outside you can see the walls that we've built up actually, which is kind of nice. We can see the ones that are still queued to be built. The fact that this is all higgledy-piggledy made of different kind of woods and different stones is going to irritate the hell out of me, but I will fix that later on when we're not actually trying to just make somewhere that we can live properly. Over on this side, alas, the tomb. And there are some people who are remarkably happy to be digging out the tomb. I hope that's because they are very happy at the idea of being able to give someone a proper burial and not, you know, because they're able to bury someone. Maybe a specific someone they didn't like. Over here we've got our trade post with a trade caravan there at the moment, and we've got a couple of dogs and various creatures around the place. This would be the large pasture area, I imagine. And on the inside, more or less the same that we saw before. I've still got to get rid of that ramp, damn. Down here we've got our archery range. It actually looks quite cool. Let's chop the walls down so it's a little bit easier to see. We've got our second dormitory and barracks. We've got our indoor farm, and we've got our hospital there. The forge area, and the enlarged stockpile. So, more or less, everything up here is as you've seen before. Not much is really added, only these rooms. Though, look at all these people. There's some people who are incredibly happy. I hope they're all attending the party. There's even, by the looks of it, a dog wagging his tail happily. So many people, so many smells. Right, now, down here, this is where it gets interesting. We've got all the bedrooms, finally. Ooh, what on earth is that? That's something I've already discovered. Helldoor. I am not sure what that is, but we can see that all of this has been smoothed out. Doesn't look particularly awesome yet, and you can see that this was recreated, reconstructed. I may have to chisel these. I'm not sure. We might engrave them or something. Over here, we've got the other bedrooms. Now, these ones are the properly furnished ones. These ones are still being built, more or less. But here we actually have bedrooms. They've got doors of varying types of woods. They've got beds, cabinets, chests. Everyone is happy with their wonderful bedrooms. Look at those happy, smiling little faces. Over here, the walls are made out of iron. So, we are going to be getting all of that dug out before we actually start making any of those rooms, as you're aware. Now, over here, we finally get to see what the Great Hall is starting to look like. And honestly, this looks a lot better than I was expecting it to look like. In Stonesense, that is. Though those stairs kind of irritate me, the way they're orientated, but still. But no, I actually really, really do like the way this looks. It really brings it out to see it in 3D, or rather isometric. Now, we've only got one part of the upper area of the dining hall mined out, and that is because, obviously, we had to start working on this. But hopefully that is interesting to see how the fort is shaping up. I'm certainly happy with it, though, my lord, I hope that this is actually all bushes and foliage all over the pastures outside, because I can go and collect those. But I've got a funny feeling the Stonesense is just lying to me, and that's actually more or less barren. We can see where the animals have been eating up all the grass, and that's clearly a problem. But with this massive pasture over here, we should be good. But with that all said and done, let's flick back to the actual game and to review our dwarves. Here we are. Right then. So, in this episode, we're going to be having a look at the dwarves we've already seen. And maybe a few others if we've got enough time, I suppose. But let's jump into that first then. Let's go to, let's see, units. And now we actually want to see who we're going to be looking at. So we're going to have a look at the people that we started off with. Aavak, Revocane, and the likes. And just see how they have developed. So I think we've actually visited Aavak recently. But we'll check him out again. I've got a meager office. It's fantastic. And I've got quarters as well. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want relationships, damn it. So, he has a lover in Flying Staplers, 2 deities, quite a few friends at this point. But unfortunately, still a grudge with Evelyn and Texfer. Evelyn is now a legendary miner. Pretty much means that she could put her mining pick through walls like they were made of melted butter. I don't want to know what she could do to Aavak with that pick. Though I'm told by Evelyn herself that that's just the way that she shows her affection. So, I'm not so sure. But passing acquaintances in a lot of people, pretty much everyone else, more or less. Which is, not too bad. Only 2 grudges out of everything. Let's have a look at the next person then. That would be Plump. Where are you, Plump? Make yourself known to us. Here we are. How are you doing? Okay, so he's friends with Sheelab, Evelyn, Flying Staplers. We've got Revocane, Metasapia. Well, that's pretty cool. Still a passing acquaintance with Aavak and Para, Texfer, Kamzo. Mostly going to be passing acquaintances at this point, I imagine. I don't think he's got any relationships here. That is, blood relations. So, Plump is gradually coming out of his shell. He was a bit of a recluse before, but he's slowly warming to everyone. Now, let's go and check out Evelyn, our legendary miner. One of only 3 legendary people in the fort, I believe. Let's see. So, 2 deities. Oh, you've actually started to make friends. Well done. You're friends with Flying Staplers. Oh, interesting. Also friends with Plump, friends with Revocane, and friends with Metasapia. Grudge against Sheelab and me. Damn it. I don't know what we've done to piss you off, honestly. I think you need to get over what happened in the past. Happened in the past. We're all friends here now. Well, apparently not, but we would all like to be. Okay, so Evelyn has got a couple of friends, but mostly, again, passing acquaintances. And next on the list will be Flying Staplers. Now, I need to find you in this list. I have no idea where you're going to be. Probably down here somewhere. Is that right? Flying Staplers? There we are. Let's check you out. So, Flying Staplers is Aavak's lover. She's got, I think they're the same deities, actually. Friends with actually a lot of people. Well done, Flying Staplers. That doesn't surprise me at all. You are a very friendly person. And a long-term acquaintance in Sheelab, and by the looks of it, that's it. The rest are passing acquaintances. So it seems that the original people are kind of sticking to themselves a little bit. Not many of them have branched out to form friendships with the newest migrants. It's interesting. Now, Revocane is next. Dear old Revocane, who's toiling away in his non-office, probably still huddled up with all of the turkey hens, reading all of these psychiatric reports. He has got lots of friends. Well done, Revocane. You are practically friends with everyone. My lord, you're probably one of the most successful older people in terms of having friends. Older people, of course, meaning founders of Cattenvîr. But again, numerous passing acquaintances. Metisapia will be the next person we're going to have a look at. Now, where will Metisapia be? All the way up here. She is a tree tamer. Show us your relationships, Metisapia. Wow, you've got an awful lot of friends. Well done. But you've actually got a grudge in King of Croatia. What on earth did he do? And of Texfer. Oh, dear me. You don't even have a lover to counterbalance all of this enmity aimed towards you. Oh, I'm not even sure what Metisapia could do. She doesn't appear to be the sort of person to have grudges. I bet it's these two. They've done something. Poor form. Poor form. Bad on you. But let's have a look at Sheilab, and that will be the last of the founding dwarves. Now, where would Sheilab be? Here we are. Okay, Sheilab. She's got 4 friends, Aavak, Metisapia, Revocane, and Plump, and a grudge with Evelyn. And a long-term acquaintance with Flying Staplers. So actually, and that's interesting, that she hasn't really developed an opinion of Flying Staplers yet. But as do the others, a lot of passing acquaintances. Now then, the next person to have a look at for us will be Texfer. Now, where would Texfer be? Texfer can be moving around depending on whether he's currently active in the military or not. Let's find you. Where are you, Texfer? Make yourself known to me. There we are. You are actually active at the moment. Well done. Okay, view creature. Relationships. Wife, blood alchemy, eldest daughter, and second eldest daughter. Oh yes, you've had... Wow. Are they actually here? No, they couldn't be. Surely not. But your youngest daughter is definitely here. You left your children behind for some reason. Ah yes, I recall now. But your youngest daughter is actually in the fort, Texamy. Well done on that. And you've got an awful lot of relations, as almost all of the migrants will have. Quite a lot of your family is actually in the fort. You can see the people in the fort because they've got different colours, or nicknames was probably the better way of finding it. You've also got a pet. Oh, well, you did have a pet. It's dead now. I'm sorry. You've got friends in Para and Spartan, and a grudge against Metisapia and me. Oh... You fool. Why would you have a grudge against me? I'm completely harmless. I'm a lovely person. I just order people to do terrible things every now and then. Right, next on the list is Para. Tell us about yourself, Para. You are the husband of Millionfowl, and your only daughter is Parafowl. You have a friend in Spartan, Texfer, Revocane, and me. Well done, Para. You have made a wise choice. And everyone else is a passing acquaintance. Next on the list is Millionfowl himself. So let's find Millionfowl. Where are you going to be? Millionfowl, here we are. So, how are you doing, Millionfowl? Oh, you don't really have very many acquaintances. It doesn't really even say that you're friends with your wife or daughter, although I assume that your relationship is relatively close with them. But it seems that Millionfowl keeps himself to himself. Everyone else is passing acquaintance. Fair enough. You know, you can't really argue with a person who gets their head down, gets the job done. But I would like it if you would make a few more friends. On the plus side, it does mean that you're not going to go into a murderous rage if people start dying willy-nilly. But Edna is next on the list, so let's check out how you've developed. You've got a son, Rocknar, with your wife, Rock. And you're friends with Flying Staplers, Incidos, Skiller, Revocane, Farizon, Vesti, Metisapia, Spartan, Tiny Tim, Sir Blackward, Celador, and Tree Sniper 12. And everyone else you have a passing acquaintance with. But not too bad, you've actually got a reasonable amount of friends there. And next on the list is Rock, your wife. Let's find Rock now. Where are you, Rock? There we are. No, no, that's not. We want Rock, not Rocknar. Where are you, Rock? There we go. Okay. Only son, Rocknar. And then lots of relations, some of whom are in the fort, it would appear. Text for Skeletal Soup, Incido, Camzor. Wow, you've got a lot of cousins. And you're friends with Revocane, Meet the Sapir. And everyone else is a passing acquaintance. Fair enough. You don't really have many friends, unfortunately. That's a shame. You need to get out more. Stop just hanging around with your relations. You need to make new friends. That is an order. Next on the list is Samscale. So let's see how Samscale has come along. If we can even find him in this enormous list of people. Where are you? Here we are. Samscale the Hunt Dwarf, who is going to archery practice. Fantastic! Someone's actually listened to me and is going to practice their archery. May have something to do with the fact that someone left a comment saying that I needed to make it into a barracks as well, with the archery ranges in there, which I have done, and it looks like that has helped things out. So, yay for that. But how are you doing, Samscale? You are wife to Spartan, and you have one daughter, Smartan. Well done. I'm sure they're very, very bright. Your older sister is Boxinator. Your niece is Aincido. And Arnob and the dude. My lord. Christmas should be awful for you. You must go broke every year. Vesti, Flying Staplers, and Skiller are your friends, with everyone else being a passing acquaintance. But at least you don't have any grudges. That is a rare thing these days, it would seem. Now, on to Spartan. Where are you, Spartan? Let's see. There we are. Okay. You're currently active in the military, I believe. Spartan has, obviously, one daughter, Samton, and is married to Samscale. Your cousin is Hamster and Eli. And you've got several friends. That's not too bad. I mean, it's not a lot of friends, but you've got the right sorts of friends, i.e. me. I can only compliment you on your taste in friendships. And it's good to see that you don't have any grudges. So, doesn't seem to be too much drama between the dwarves so far. I can only hope this trend continues. Or at least in the dwarves that we've seen so far. Now then, let's have a look at Blood Alchemy. Where are you, Blood Alchemy? Here we are. You are a legendary crafts dwarf, or craftsmith, as I have named you. Let's check you out. Your husband is Texfer, and as we've already seen, Texamy is in the fort. Your other two daughters you left behind, unfortunately. Your younger brother is Jamison, and your aunt is Ariaki. You've got a couple of cousins, quite a few cousins in the fort. Lots and lots of cousins in the fort, my lord. And everyone else is passing acquaintance, but wow, that is crazy. Some of these dwarves, they've got practically the whole clan in the fort. I'm a little bit worried. If they decided to make a power play, they could probably just win it by numbers. I think Aavak is going to have to be on his guard. But that is it for the dwarves that we've already seen in Meet the Dwarves 1. Now, I'm also going to check out the babies in this particular episode. So we've got another baby. I wonder who you belong to. I'll check you out in a moment. But we have Parafowl. Let's check on Parafowl. Thoughts and preferences. Parafowl has been quite content lately. She is the daughter of blah 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 blah. She is a worshipper of Sim. She is a citizen of the cremated furnaces. Blah blah blah. She is 8 months old, born on the 9th of Felsite in the year 127. Ah, well done. You're not even a year old yet. She is broad and muscular. Wow, well done. I guess this is what happened when warriors have children. Her jade eyes are somewhat narrow. Her very long hair is tied in a ponytail. Her nose is incredibly upturned. Her hair is burnt sienna, and her skin is cinnamon. She is indefatigable and strong. Considering she's only 8 months old, I find this remarkably good. Parafowl likes cryolite, zinc, picture jasper, clear glass, kangaroo leather, donkey hoof, the colour brass, gems, coats, yaks for their shaggy hair, and sea serpents for their majesty. Well done. When possible, she prefers to consume dwarven beer. She's 8 months old. She is not getting any dwarven beer. My lord. I mean, I can appreciate teaching them and starting them young, but that's just nonsense. That's craziness. She doesn't often experience strong cravings or urges. She tends to avoid crowds. She's open-minded to new ideas. She doesn't like to compromise with others. When she's thinking, her body becomes very still. What does an... Well, I guess an 8-month-year-old would have a lot to think about. There's an awful lot to take in at that point. Her voice trails off when she is thinking about something. She chews her lips intently when she's thinking. Well, she does a lot of thinking, and she does a lot of things when she's thinking. That's very interesting. She needs alcohol to get through the... No! I told you! She's 8 months old. Wait until she's 1, and then she can start drinking. My lord. Terrible parenting on your parts. I don't know what to say. Relationships. You really only care about your mother, father, and your god. Well done. Religious already. I only hope that doesn't destroy you utterly later on. But let's take out Samtan. What do you like, Samtan? Quite content lately. She was caught in the rain recently. Oh no, she's been annoyed by flies. My lord, keep that young girl inside. She's 5 months old, born on the 25th of Malachite. She's the daughter of blah 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 blah. She's a worshipper of Kikros, the glove of controllers, and a worshipper of, well, okay, Kikros, the glove of controllers, and a casual worshipper of Aros. She is average in size. Her hair is wavy, her short hair is neatly combed, her eyebrows are low, her teeth are gaped, her ears are somewhat short, and her hair is burnt sienna. Her skin is burnt umber, her eyes are gold. Gold eyes, my lord, that's quite cool. She's also almost never sick and incredibly tough. Again, a 5-month-old child and with such awesome qualities. She likes siltstone, nickel, silver, turquoise, goblin cap wood, narwhal leather, desert tortoise tooth, sheep wool, spears, windows, scepters, and baluster parts. When possible, she prefers to consume spider monkey. How do you even know that's what she wants? I've never had spider monkey in the fort, and she was born here. Herring and strawberry wine. I mean, that I can understand. She absolutely detests oysters. She has a natural ability with music. Oh, cool. She is unassertive. She is relaxed. She is often cheerful. She loves to defy convention. She is candid and sincere in her dealings with others. At 5 months, I can only imagine that to be true. She is compassionate. She is organized. I doubt that at 5 months. She takes time when making decisions. I also doubt that. She needs alcohol. What? You dwarves. You dwarves. I am disappointed. Let's check out Ragnar, though I imagine he's also going to need a healthy amount of alcohol to get through the working day. Oh, actually, before we do, I really should check out Samtan's relationships. You never know, might actually have a few. Wow. Oh, okay, so Boxinator's your aunt. That's kind of cool. You've got a couple of cousins. Oh, that's actually quite nice. You've already got a fairly wide array of family. Not all of them in the fort, but maybe you get letters from them, presents from them on your birthday. I can only hope. Now let's check out Ragnar. Oops. Let's check out your description first. It's a faithful worshipper of Elbal. Cool. Quite content lately. It was caught in the rain, though. That's not good. It's 4 months old, born on the 15th of Galena in the year 127. He is incredibly muscular. His sideburns? My lord, that's fantastic. Well done. His sideburns are clean shaven. His long mustache is neatly combed. His very long beard, that's good. As long as you've got a beard with that mustache, all is well. His very long beard is braided. His hair is clean shaven. His somewhat broad ears have small lobes, and his skin is dark brown. His eyes are emerald. He is mighty, but he's quick to tire. Well, he's only 4 months old. You can't really expect him to do too much without needing a nap. Right, you like marble, rose gold, honey yellow beryl, chinchilla leather, coral, rope reed fiber fabric, high boots, ducks for their quacks. Oh, I liked ducks for their quacks when I was your age. One-humped camel, I'm told, anyway. I mean, I don't really have that many memories of it myself. One-humped camel for their hump and pines for their needles. When possible, he prefers to consume gutta crur. He absolutely detests mussels, which is a shame because you're quite muscular. Yes, I know what he meant. He has great ability to focus, a very good sense of the position of his own body, and a lot of willpower. Well done. For someone your age, that's phenomenal. But he has a questionable spatial sense, a shortage of patience, very bad analytical abilities, and very bad sense of empathy. Yep, that sounds about right. He doesn't handle stress well, that sounds right as well. He is relaxed. He loves a good thrill. He is rarely happy or enthusiastic. He is grounded in reality. Oh, that's not a very good quality for a 4-month-old boy. You need to follow your dreams. The reality stuff comes later. Don't worry about it. At least take a year out, come on. Let that boy dream a little. He does not have a great aesthetic sensitivity. He doesn't like to compromise with others. He is modest. He is compassionate. He needs alcohol to get through the working day, as I knew he would. And is starting to work slowly due to his scarcity. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Well done, Rochnar's parents. I imagine... I didn't even check that on the others. Maybe they were all doing the same thing. In which case, I apologize for my earlier statements. Well done for resisting the temptation to give in and stop their crying by filling their mouths with burning hot whiskey. He doesn't mind being outdoors, at least for a time. Okay, well done, Rocknar. Now let's have a look at your relations. You don't have any friends yet, but you do have an uncle, and a father and a mother, and a maternal grandmother and grandfather, and an aunt, and another uncle. But we only really care about Vesey. He's the only good uncle. He's the cool uncle who's going to give you toys you're not really meant to have. Okay, let's have a look at Texamy. If you also have a grudge with Aavak, something bad's going to happen in your future. I can tell you that right now. She is the daughter of Ushat, blah, 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 blah. She is an ardent worshipper of Datan, the Emerald of Oiling. That's an interesting sounding deity. She is 3 months old, born on the 3rd of Sandstone in the year 127. She is short and not very strong. Her very long hair is neatly combed. Her nose is sharply hooked. She has high cheekbones. Her free-lobed ears are very short. Her hair is burnt sienna. Her skin is brown. Her eyes are amethyst. Her ears are slightly flattened. Her eyebrows are slightly sparse. Oh, okay. She is slow to tire and rarely sick, but she is weak and quite clumsy. Well, she's 3 months old. I don't really expect her to be picking up any tools just yet, but it's good that she's trying. Texamy likes limestone, copper, halidor, chestnut, wood, hair leather, and Ooh, that's a bit morbid. I'm not sure we should encourage this. Where possible, she prefers to consume... She prefers to consume sperm whale and fisherberry wine. She absolutely detests brown breakfast. I'm sorry. Oh, how unprofessional of me. I couldn't hold that in. Wow. She has an iron will, a great ability to focus, a very good feel for social relations, a good memory, and an ability to read emotions fairly well. But she has poor creativity. Oh, that's okay. She's often nervous. She is slow to anger. She is socially crippled by thoughts that everyone is watching. Oh, you're only 3 months old. I can understand your obsession with coffins now. You're an emo. My lord, we need to get you some fun. Or maybe not. I mean, it's not really our right to change you. I've got nothing against emos personally. Some of them are the more interesting people in my life. But still, at 3 months old, that's a little bit unfortunate to be socially crippled through thoughts that people are watching and judging you. Is it your parents doing this? Is it Taxfer? I thought he looked suspicious. She occasionally overindulges. She can handle stress. She has a fertile imagination. She prefers familiar routines. She is slow to trust others. She is very straightforward with others. She finds helping others very rewarding. She's compassionate. She is very disorganized. She needs alcohol to get through the working day and is starting to work slowly due to its scarcity. I imagine all of them were starting to work slowly due to its scarcity, and I do apologize to everyone who I accused of bad parenting when really they were doing the best they could. But still, wow, Texamy, it reads like a tragedy waiting to happen, honestly. We need to possibly have someone sit you down with your parents and have a good long talk, find out what all these problems are. Now then, there are relationships for you, and again, you have a lot of relations. You even have an uncle in the fort. That's good. But who are you? I have no idea. You are the... Wow, okay. Ainsido is your mother, and Vultha is your father. I'm trying to think. I guess we're going to rename you right now. Let's see. Aintha. There we go. Right, so we've got Aintha. Let's check you out. Aintha is the daughter of Ainsido and Vultha. Worshipper of Elbel, a worshipper of Kikrost, the Glove of Controllers, and a worshipper of Aros. She is 2 months old, barely out of the womb. Born on the 15th of Timber in the year 127. She is broad and muscular. Wow, another one. She has a jutting chin. Her extremely narrow nose is incredibly upturned. Her hair is clean-shaven. Her somewhat short ears have large hanging lobes. Her jade eyes are slightly sunken. Her skin is copper. She is strong, but she is flimsy. Aintha Velanol likes Mika, Trifle Pewter, Golden Beryl, Parakeet Leather, Cowhoof, the Colour Beige, Bucklers, Bracelets, and Turkey for their wattle. When possible, she prefers to consume horse, whip wine, and pigtail seeds. She absolutely detests mussels. Well, loads of people detest that. That's rather unfortunate. Well, I guess it could be good. I don't think we're catching very many. She has a great kinesthetic sense, very good creativity, a great memory, and the ability to focus. But she has a shortage of patience and a lack of understanding of social relationships. She prefers that others handle the leadership roles. She is very active. She does not go out of her way to help others. She is modest. She lacks confidence. She takes time when making decisions. She laughs in a unique way whenever she's annoyed. Oh, whenever she's annoyed, that's unfortunate. She needs alcohol to get through the working day. I'm noticing a decided lack of a notice that she isn't getting it. Ainsido, Vultha. Yeah, we're going to be keeping our eyes on you. Just know that people are watching. My lord. Okay, so you've got a fairly large family. Actually, you've got quite a lot of them in the fort. 2 uncles, a cousin. 2 cousins, actually, and you've got 3 gods. Or goddesses, deities. You've got 3 deities. Well done. And with that, we have successfully reviewed the oldest faces in the fort. Revocane can neatly file away those psychiatric reports, but he shouldn't wander off too far. We do need to speak with him for the next episode. But in this one, we have re-met the initial founding pioneers of Cattenvîr, and also those who arrived in the first migrant wave. We then went on to meet, for the first time, all of the children which were born this year. In the next episode, and the episode following, more than likely, possibly even 2 episodes following that, we will be getting to know the migrants who arrived following the autumn of year 126, right up to those who arrived in the autumn of year 127. You can expect these episodes to be following shortly, and as with this one, I will name the dwarves that we are going to meet in each episode. So if you are specifically looking for an episode in which we get to meet your namesake, then you can skip the ones in between if you so choose. But that is it from me and from Cattenvîr for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, I hope you found it insightful, and I hope you will join us for the rest. But until then, and as always, do take care.